Today I'm going to share with you my top 3 favorite drills to keep your TMJs nice and healthy. What's going on? Blake here. Temporomandibular joint issues. Clicking, grinding of the teeth, tension, tightness, headaches. These are all common signs of issues in the TMJ right here, okay? The TMJ is the joint of the mandible, your jawbone. Now, this joint and the muscles around this joint are prone to imbalance and, mechanical issues just like other joints and other muscle groups in the body are. Before I get into the exercises, it's really important for you to understand one of the most common reasons behind the development of single-sided TMJ issues in the first place, and that is habitually chewing your food on one side. This study on the screen explores this more. This is from 2013. But basically, chewing food on one side habitually and not chewing the food on the other side, this is one of the main reasons behind why TMJ issues are so common, especially unilateral TMJ issues, which means single-sided ones, okay? And this actually is something that I have personal experience with, all right? Last summer, I got really into chewing what's called mastic gum, which is hard resin from trees. It's really dense gum and it's super hard to chew, okay? Probably like 5 times the density of regular chewing gum. And I think I already habitually chewed on my left side, so I already had some imbalances in my jaw, but chewing this gum for several hours a day on my left side, which had already been my pattern of chewing, really exacerbated that imbalance, made it way worse, and then I started to develop TMJ pain on my left side, okay? Now, you wouldn't go into the gym and only do bicep curls on the left side. Do that for 10 years, 20 years, and expect there not to be muscle imbalances and mechanical issues, right? The same is, you should think about your jaw the same way and how you're chewing your food, okay? It's just that people don't think about how they're chewing their food in this way, and they don't have awareness of how they chew, and that basically sets you up to chew habitually on one side for a long period of time without even realizing the damage that might be doing to your body. Therefore, if you have TMJ issues, if you always chew on one side of the mouth and never on the other side, make it a habit to start chewing your food almost exclusively, at least for a period of time, on your non-dominant side, okay? It's going to feel foreign at first. Your tongue's not going to know how to push the food over there. It's going to just feel weird, but it's a very powerful thing to do, especially if your TMJ issues are created by this habitual chewing on one side. So I wanted to get that out of the way first. It's not necessarily an exercise, but it's an easy thing to address, and it's a powerful thing. For me, once I started chewing on my right side, which was my less dominant side, my TMJ pain started to subside and gradually went away over like 2 to 3 weeks completely. All right, so now when it comes to exercises for the TMJ, lots of times there's left to right muscle imbalances in the jaw that's contributing to the jaw deviating to the side or tilting or something like that. A lot of that is caused by that habitual chewing, okay? So if there are left to right imbalances, really consider the way that you're chewing. Beyond that, there are other common imbalances that we typically see in the jaw. These imbalances affect the muscles that close the jaw or flex the TMJ relative to the muscles that open the jaw or extend the TMJ. Oftentimes, people have a lot more strength and muscular development in the muscles that close their jaw, and they are relatively weak in the muscles that open the jaw. This is especially true for people that have chronic stress, that are stressed out all the time, clench their teeth at night and stuff like that. Like I said, the muscles that close the jaw become overworked and overdeveloped relative to the muscles that open the jaw. And that's what the exercises that I'm going to show you today are designed to help with. Exercise number 1 is going to be a masseter or masseter release. Depends on how you pronounce this muscle. But what we're going to be doing is we're going to be massaging this muscle right here. Okay, this is called the masseter or the masseter. This is one of the muscles that closes the jaw. All right, it's really overactive in a lot of people that have TMJ problems. And when you massage a muscle, you downregulate the neurological drive going into it, telling it to turn on and contract, and you loosen it a little bit. And that's exactly what we're going to be doing here. It's pretty simple. You're going to open your jaw wide, okay, which elongates this muscle. And then you're going to use these 2 fingers with a decent amount of pressure to make little circular motions. Mouth open right here. Just like that. Okay, it's pretty simple. You can use your thumbs if you want. But that's pretty simple. That is one of the most strong muscles of the jaw that flexes it or closes it, causes your jaw to clench. And this one is probably pretty overactive. If you have left to right imbalances in the jaw, you might notice one side's tighter than the other. I recommend just releasing both in this way for about 30 seconds. Exercise number 2 is going to be a temporalis muscle release, okay? These muscles also close the jaw, and they're up here at the temples. That's why it's called temporalis, okay? So I actually like to use the palms of my hands to release these muscles, but similar to how we address that masseter or masseter muscle, jaw is going to be open, palms in the sides of the head, all right? And you're going to do this. All right, circular motions there. 30 seconds for that one as well. If you want to spend more than 30 seconds massaging these muscles, you absolutely can. But if you're trying to do this in a quick routine every day, 30 seconds is kind of like the minimum. Exercise number 3, this one's arguably the most important, is resisted jaw opening or extension of the temporomandibular joint. Okay, this works the opposite muscles and strengthens them, the muscles that open the jaw. All right, once these muscles become stronger, because they have an antagonistic relationship to these other muscles that we just released, all right, the masseter and the temporalis, once these muscles that we're going to strengthen with this exercise become stronger, you're probably going to notice over time that the tension that you have in these muscles that we just released starts to go down more so on a permanent level, okay? So to strengthen these muscles that open the jaw, this is what I like to do. I like to kind of make a triangle with my hands like this, all right? And what I'm doing here is I'm pushing my jaw shut while kind of pulling down on the bridge of my nose like this. I'm adding resistance, all right, like this with my hands, so that my jaw, while I open it, which is what I'm going to do in a second here, has resistance to contract against, okay? So it basically is going to look like this. All right, that's pretty much it. When I do that, I try to get my jaw to open as wide as possible, okay? I'm also trying to open my jaw as wide as possible during the release exercises I showed you just before this. For this, because these muscles are probably pretty weak in you if you're watching this video, I like to do a decent amount of volume of this, like 2 sets of 30 repetitions. To summarize this video, if you have TMJ issues, really assess and see which side you chew on predominantly. Start chewing on the non-dominant side, okay? Also, try throwing in this little sequence of exercises I just showed you today. Shouldn't take you more than like 3 minutes to do. By changing your chewing side in tandem with doing these exercises, I really think this is going to help your TMJ out quite a lot. Let me know in the comments down below if it does. If you have postural issues, mobility problems, flexibility issues, muscle imbalances elsewhere in your body, this is what I help people fix, all right? I'm an online corrective exercise coach. I help people fix these things. So if you want to hear from some of my clients, see the transformations that they've gotten, or if you're just interested in what it would look like to work with me as your coach, open up the description down below and click the first link there that says coaching. If you want to get my free workout that actually helps correct muscle imbalances elsewhere in the body, helps improve posture, mobility issues, so on and so forth, open up the comment section down below and you'll see a link there that takes you to 3-day functional training split. This is a free workout that I put together. It's basically a plan that helps you get stronger and leaner while correcting common muscle imbalances and postural misalignments. Today we just talked about the jaw. This is for the rest of the body, all right? So check that out. Click that link. That will take you to my website. As soon as you get there, I'll ask you for an email, and then I'll send you a copy of that workout within 5 minutes once you opt in. If you want to see another video like this one today, click that over there. If you haven't yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, do that below. Click that notification bell because I'm going to be really active here on YouTube in 2024. And if you want to see another video like this, it's probably going to be here on the screen somewhere. So check that out. Thank you for watching this video today, and I'll see you next time.